Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to our third installment of this series of shorts, which are the Halloween candy tier list. What the hell? What's just happened?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we got someone over here screaming like a girl, another one dressed in a Snuggie, and I don't know what to do here.
Look, man. I'm just getting, dressed for the occasion. All right, we're talking about Halloween.
He's
All right,
dressing for the holidays.
Okay,
It's his Halloween costume.
Before we
Yeah.
get into the meat of this conversation, I want to say that I was informed right before this episode that Grim needed to change into a Snuggie. Now, I need to know what kind of Snuggie it is.
it's okay. It is. I mean,
Transformers. It's a Monster Hunter world.
I would love both of those, but no. It's just a camo Snuggie that my mom got me when I was like 15 for some reason.
Well,
all
right.
Like Snuggies are just solid, man. I could make an entire podcast about Snuggies, but that's not what we're here for. Anyway.
Yeah, we're definitely not. So our Snuggie tier list starts now and
Snuggie tier list.
So, anyways, let's get back to what we're talking about, and that is candy. And to recap our tier list for our candy is Arson. Arson, let us know what our current tier list is right now.
In this tier we have Skittles, Haribo, not really, it's gummy bears in general, Kit Kats, Reese's Pieces, Apple Caramel Suck-Off Pops, and Sour Patch Kids. And in 8th tier we have PB and J M&Ms.
I bet that'd be good.
Normal Reese's Cups, and Tootsie Roll Pops. And in B tier we have Nut in M&Ms. Medication No Plenty. 3 Idiots. Butterfingers. The Poor Man's Cigar. Bitter Honeys, and Suck Me Until There's Bubble Gum.
No, hold on. Let's go back to Bitter Honey.
C tier we have Bubba Dubba, Warheads, and Chicken Feed. And in D tier we have that one character from Spider-Man.
So
going better.
Bitter Honey sounds like my ex-girlfriend. A very bitter honey. No, nothing. Dang.
Boo!
Tough crowd. All right,
Get
guys.
off stage.
So, guys, this is our last episode with the tier list. We have 10 remaining, and 10 of them, like, some of these are really, really good. And I can't wait to figure out, like where you guys stand on some of this candy. But the first one is a really good candy bar, and that would be the Snickers. So let's go with Grim and see what he thinks of Snickers. And Grim, do me a favor, don't drop the tier that you want to put it in until we get done with the conversating part, okay?
Okay. This will be pretty easy. I've never had Snickers.
Son of a...
You gotta be shooting me.
I have never eaten a Snickers bar simply because they just don't look good.
I was about to say, it's the dick vein, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. What is going on with this?
I'm just the weak link in this tier list.
All right, so you need to go back to your corner while the adults discuss.
Okay.
Do you need your bottle with your Snuggie?
I need my Skittles.
His bottle full of liquefied Skittle.
All right, Arson. What do you feel about Mr. Dick Vane?
They're great, man.
You heard it here first, folks.
Oh yeah, the Snickers even better when it really has that elongated vein. It's fantastic.
The harder that vein sticks out, the better it tastes, he thinks.
Oh, that just means there's more caramel in there, man.
Oh,
But no,
so,
if I'm being real, out of like most of the candy bars, I really do like Snickers a lot. They're not better than Kit Kats though.
yeah. I don't think they're better than Kit Kats or Reese Cups in my eyes. However, have you tried the new? There's a new candy bar out, and it is the pecan Snickers. Have you tried that,
I think I have actually.
dude? They are amazing. It's like, to me, it's like eating a turtle with nougat, basically.
Eating a
And-
turtle. Probably
Well-
should have specified that better.
Okay, so a turtle is basically pecans with it's either pecans or walnuts. I think it's pecans with caramel or caramel covered in chocolate, and that is what a turtle is. And so basically, you bring a pecan into a Snickers, and it just tastes even better. Like, I really love a regular Snickers, but when you add a pecan to that, oh my Lanta, it is so good.
And pecan really changes it.
Yeah, it does. It has a different kind of texture to it to me because it's not as crunchy, because pecans are chewier than a peanut, you know?
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. And so to me, if it was a pecan Snickers, I would rank it up there with the Skittles almost. But since it is not, I would have to put it in kind of a lowish A tier to me.
Nah, I would say it's the top of A for me.
Really? You think so?
Yep.
All right.
The
So
king of A.
So if you go king of A and I go low of A, where did we place that?
Probably above,
Reese's?
I'd say so.
Okay. I am willing to do that. Oops. I am willing to do that. Apparently it didn't want to do it, but I am willing to do that.
Force its hand.
Yeah, I forced it. Don't worry. We got that. I forced that Dick Vein all the way up there. So all right.
And there it stands triumphantly.
It's very erect. So all right. Moving on, we're gonna go to a simple candy that is look, when you eat this candy, there's no way you can eat it piece by piece. You freaking down the whole thing and suffer the
you crack it
consequences.
open like a cold beer and then you just chug it down.
Yes. And we're talking about none other than nerds. Like, so I would love to say let's go to Grim about this, but I don't know if he's ever eaten them. So, Grim, have you ever had nerds?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
thank you. All right, so Grim, tell us about your nerd experience. What is your favorite flavor, and why is it grape?
It's great because I'm gonna be honest. The only two I've ever even seen are grape and strawberry's just mid.
Yeah, I agree. There are other ones, but grape and strawberry are pretty much
Are like
the staple.
they're like 75% of just all nerds.
Yeah. I really do like nerds, but I heard something horrible about that, which I'm not going to talk about it. It's because of the dye they use for the nerds. Where they get the red dye from. Yeah. If anybody wants to know more about that, check that out. I'm not telling you because it's disgusting, but I'll still eat nerds. Okay. I'm just saying.
We'd hate to spoil your Halloween.
Exactly. So, all right. So, Arson, what about you?
Yeah, I mean they're whatever. I wouldn't rank them that high, but they're definitely not worse than some of the candy here.
I agree. I think so. Nerds to me, they can be very bitter, like just a sour flavor to it. And I'm not too big on that, but like when you down a whole bottle of or a whole box of them,
A bottle.
Man,
Bottle nerds.
I can't get off the nerds, man. It's just bottle after bottle, man.
Nerdaholic.
I gotta go to triple N or NN. NA. I'm not available. No. But I to be fair, I'd give it a solid high C, but I don't think I'd go to B with it, to be honest. I like Nerds, don't get me wrong, but out of all the candy on here, I would choose so many before it. And that's kind of the way I'm basing my opinion on them. Which would I choose first? And which would I choose last? Which one would I not choose, rather? And I'd give it a solid high C, like above double bubble for me. So
I'm good with that.
what about you, Grim?
I think it should be the king of C tier.
Okay. There we go. It sits there. So that leads us to something that I've had maybe once, but I don't see it much different than Sour Patch Kids. I could be wrong, but it's the Sour Punch straws or ropes or whatever the heck they are. Have you guys ever had these?
Oh, I've had them.
So
I've seen them, but I've never had them.
Oh, of course, the grim answer.
All right.
This whole list has just been one giant common
right.
grim L, and the
Shut
only
up.
victory that you got from my assistance was Skittles at the top of
And guess
S.
what? And guess what? That's all I need.
You collapsed on the mountain before we reached the peak, and I had to drag you so you could
Thanks for
plant that flag.
Yeah, they took a picture of me because you were falling off the mountain.
Yeah,
I
fell
took all
over
the credit.
exhausted. They took a photo of this sleazy bastard snoozing at the peak of the mountain.
At least he's gonna be warm in a snuggie.
Oh yeah. See, I came prepared. All right.
Let's just move on with it.
So I have had them that I know of, because I think they're in like packs of the Halloween candy. So I know I've at least had them at least once, and I know kids have given them to me at school. So, but
these are underrated. That's all I really have to say.
All right, so you know what? I am going to give this to you wherever you want to put that. I will give it to you.
I will fight for the little man. I say these are above the Tootsie Roll Pops.
Really? But below Sour Patch Kids?
Well, yeah, there's more Sour Patch Kids. With the straws, there's only one. At least in the mini pack, which is what you mostly get with, the candy.
All right.
You don't ever get these in bundles.
Yeah, like mid to low A tier.
These are like the pleasant surprise you get in your bag.
Mm-hmm. So you can also thank Maya for this, because she thought of this one too.
Thank you again, Maya. This one's for you.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I've had them and they are good. Don't they have like a blue raspberry one or something like that?
Yep, the best one.
Those are really good. So
the best one.
Yeah, they're just they're really good. Any other ones, or to me like the green ones, which are those watermelon or green apple?
I think those are apple.
I just think they're way too.
It might be watermelon. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they have a watermelon flavored one, but I'm not a big fan of artificially flavored watermelon, especially in candy. So, but yeah. So I think that's a good choice. That's why I gave that to you wherever you wanted it. That's good. And we are moving on to the pinnacle of fruity candy. Now, I remember when this candy came out and they looked like tongues, basically. Like they were long strips, flat, and we always had them in high school again with these. And it was always funny because everybody said the green apple one smelled like marijuana, which is really weird. I'm not kidding. But my favorite of this is the grape or the fruit punch. The fruit punch is really good. They actually have a fruit punch one. I don't know how many they make anymore. But that being said, this candy that I'm speaking of, if you don't know what it is by now, is the ever so yummy and flavorful and gets stuck in your teeth when you chew it, and it just breaks apart and you're like, nah, 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 Jolly Ranchers. So, Arson, I think I've already said what I had to say. Like grape again is my favorite. I love the I love the blue raspberry ones too, but Grape is my favorite.
Whenever I get a Jolly Rancher, like whenever I get like a small bag, they never have the blue raspberry. Like they're like the ultra rare flavor for me.
Yeah.
And they're the best one. I get mostly like green apple or like freaking fruit punch.
Watermelon. It's like, ugh.
It wasn't actually. I hardly get watermelon either. It's mostly like or grape. They stuff it with mostly sour apple for me
Yeah.
or green apple. I'm just like, where is all the good stuff at?
It's like opens up a bag and
I
it's
paid
nothing.
money.
It's
I
nothing
can't
but
believe I'm candy gambling.
a whole bag of green apple with just one grape in there. Like,
Son of a bitch. I need to visit the company right now. And they're going to give me a fresh batch in a bag full of nothing but raspberry.
All right. So, that being said, so Grim.
Have you had Jolly Ranchers?
Guys are gonna hate this.
Fuck you, man.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I have. Okay, I will say this.
He just
out
dropped
of
the F-bomb
all,
like F you.
out of all of the like normal ones, the only one I like is green apple. But I'll be honest, the normal Jolly Ranchers are just kind of mid. I prefer it's like the tropical pack or whatever that has pineapple, orange, lemon, and I forgot the other one.
I actually have one right here. I have a tropical bag right here.
Tropical bags are good.
It's still full.
Nice. I was gonna say my favorites are the orange, the lemon. Pineapple is okay. It's not great.
Yeah,
but it's
like
okay.
Like those artificial enzymes eating your tongue.
Yes.
So. All right.
But
so
yeah, yeah, they're good. They're good.
I still like the common Jolly Ranchers
Same.
a lot, and they last a bit. You know, whenever you just need to take your mind off something, just pop one of those a good 10 minutes, and you're good.
Yeah, because you can't chew them hardly. Like you can't.
No,
you
cannot.
them.
Even when they're weak, you can't chew them.
It's like
when you
Jawbreakers and then Jolly Ranchers, hardness to break. I'm just saying.
When you
go ahead.
When you crunch them, like it feels like your entire mouth just got hit with like a shockwave.
Yeah, you broke your freaking teeth. Like, oh gosh.
Gotta visit the dentist.
All right, so where do we rank this, guys? Arson, you first.
I would give them. I want to give them a high rank, but that honestly depends on you guys.
I mean, I want to give them a high rank as well, because they are. I want to wait. I want to hear what Grim has to say.
Yeah,
I mean, it really depends on the flavor, because there's there's only like 4 flavors that I genuinely like, but I do think as a whole they're solid. So like I'm gonna give them like a middle to high.
Mm-hmm.
I think the very highest I could go with them is middle A.
So you're stupid. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Another common Grim L.
No, I'm just kidding with him. So
minute I try to compromise.
I'm kidding with you. You know I'm messing with you.
I know. It's more so assassin. It's more so assassin.
So let me ask you this and the viewer this about Jolly Ranchers real quick before we move on, because have you guys ever like okay, this is gonna sound weird, but like you're sucking on a Jolly Rancher, right? And it starts to like go down your throat like you're about to, and then it pops back out. And then you're like, that wasn't so bad. It tasted good. Like I got grape all the way down my throat. Has that ever happened to anybody else?
In what situation does that happen? What is
wrong?
Do you live on the edge there, Phoenix? You like having candy on the back of your throat?
I've certainly had it to where I've choked, but
well, right, but like it's not like I meant for it to happen, or like do it again. You know, it's not like that.
Like it just happened, and then I discovered something about myself.
I mean, it's what's one of your kinks? Being choked by Jolly Ranchers? No, like what the hell? No, but it's just I don't know what it is. It was just weird that the 30,000 times it ever happened to me, and no, but
The rancher fetish.
the rancher fetish, yes, it's right up there with the BDSMs, right? But anyways, now that I've said that and regretted it, I'm trying to take some of the heat off of you, Grim. Okay, so that being said, I would place them in a fairly high tier, and I feel like that the Jolly Rancher is one of the best fruity candies that they have. Like there's none better. It's unequaled in the taste because the way that the Jolly Rancher, like anybody that's ever had a Jolly Rancher knows what I'm talking about. You can eat a Skittle, you can eat any type of fruity anything, Nerds or Sour Patch Kids once you get past the sourness and anything else. But there's something that hits different about Jolly Ranchers. And I feel like they have to be at least mid to high S tier to me because they are amazing, and that's what I'm saying. What about you, Arson? What's your final judgment on it?
Yeah, they're A.
They're A?
Wait, what?
You said they're A tier?
Took so much offense to that.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, man. I'm drifting in and out.
So, Jolly Rancher placement.
They are A tier.
So where then? Because I got them like middle. I would put them between like Kit Kats
right at the bottom.
Nah, that's BS. There's no way.
I was gonna say, even I said at their very best, they're middle.
So I think with mine and your guys's, they should probably go either before or after, and I will not accept
Reese's
anything.
Cups.
No, I think it's going to be above Snickers or above M&Ms.
Put it whatever. I don't fucking care anymore. It's A tier. At this point, it's which candy you prefer. That could also be different on different days on which candy you prefer. I prefer a Reese's Cup. Well, actually, no. I want a straw. A sour straw that I could suck my milk through because I'm such a child.
Are you okay?
Move it! Starburst S tier.
I didn't know it was possible to get road rage on a candy tier list.
Right? Wow. All right. So, yeah. Thanks for coming, guys. No, I'm kidding. Starburst is next. So, Starburst is another one of those. It's nice. Starburst is like a creamy, fruity taste. And I always like that. Even the lemon are good. Like, I like all of them, but of course everybody goes after the fruit punch. Like the fruit punch is like the best. You got cherry or strawberry. Which one do you prefer? I like the fruit punch one where they have the all reds, or the tropical punch. I like a bunch of those too. I just think Starburst is a really, really good candy. So Graham, where do you think, bud?
Yeah, no, like Starburst is pretty solid. I think low S is completely fair.
So with you and Arson with that S tier, I also think that they should be fairly S tier, but probably above Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, that's fair.
What do you think, Arson?
I don't give a shit.
Man, we had for our Halloween, for our Thanksgiving episode, we had the grumpy uncle in, the beer swiggling, zombie. And now we've got the freaking, I don't know. Arson's just be like the grumpy uncle. The grumpy uncle this week will be played by.
Like this whole thing has been ruined since the candy corn incident, man. Let's just.
Wow.
He's so bitter about it.
Man. Poor Arson, Here, you want me to go ahead and move that down? You want me to move that down?
He can cope for all I care.
You cannot. No, you can't move it. Like now, you're gonna get me even more pissed off if you actually move it.
Here.
Breaking the sacred rules.
S tier. No, I'm kidding. All right. So that brings us to Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls looks good to me because Tootsie Rolls are all I see. Whatever it is, I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me. So we all know that Tootsie Roll is a chocolatey chew, and it is awesome.
Sounded
yes.
so old when you said that.
It's a commercial from the
chocolatey
80s.
chew.
It's like a Schoolhouse Rock, like thing.
I mean, to be fair,
The chocolatey chew.
that's the part of the song. Tootsie Roll is a chocolatey chew.
I
Tootsie
know,
Roll, I
but
think
it's
I'm
the
in
way
love with you.
it's the way you said it. I honestly thought you were gonna say it's the bomb diggity after that.
Oh.
Old.
It's the bomb diggity, baby. No.
No.
So Tootsie Rolls are great. Again, it's kind of like a situational thing because you can't eat too many Tootsie Rolls because if you do, then you're like, Tootsie Rolls, you know. But I really do enjoy a
that
good
sounds
Tootsie Roll.
like more like a satisfied hum than a
No,
dissatisfied.
mine's more like messed up stomach, like
Well, there you go. You
is that better?
You had to put the emphasis into it. Like what you did before was like more like a pleased moan, like I could go for another.
No, it's absolutely not. So Tootsie Rolls are good until they're not. But I do really love them. I love, when you go through Halloween and you get the little ones rolled up, like just like tied up, the really tiny ones.
Come in all shapes and sizes, man. They're like the tiny ones. They're like the skinny,
the longer ones,
and then the big chunky ones.
The freaking bricks.
Yeah, the shit brick freaking quadruple A battery, whatever.
Yeah, like those. When you get those, you're like, yes, score. like I'm just saying. Tootsie Rolls,
and much like Jolly Ranchers, these things last.
Yeah, they do.
They last a good while.
You could have that a year later, and Tootsie Rolls will just have a little crunchiness to the outside of them, and once you break through that, you're good. So
it's like the infinite gobstopper.
Yeah, but yeah, Tootsie Rolls. My ex, the mother of my kids, she loves. It's like her favorite, and I got her this big bag one year, and she went through the whole thing, and she's like, I literally will never want a Tootsie Roll ever again because of so many she ate. But they're good. I love a good Tootsie Roll, and I feel like they're a very underrated candy because when it comes to Tootsie Roll, like everybody goes towards like the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls, which are good. Don't get me wrong, the fruit punch again on those are amazing. Or they go with Tootsie Roll Pops or any type of Tootsie type of candy. But Tootsie Roll Pop, or Tootsie Rolls rather, sorry, are just flat out amazing in their own right. So that being said, I do believe they're underrated. And let's see what you guys think. Graham, what do you think about Tootsie Rolls?
He's never
Hold on. I'm getting in my corner. Give me a second.
Did you no, seriously, have you
D tier.
B tier? Okay. What
D
about
tier.
you?
Man has spoken.
D? You said D? You need to go in that corner and stay.
used to just put on some additional snuggies and hide himself in there like a turtle and never come back out again.
I could never.
I'm sorry. I just do not like Tootsie Rolls at all.
Tootsie
all right?
Rolls?
You're one of them Tootsie Roll haters.
Well, maybe if they didn't suck, I wouldn't hate them.
It's a load of bullshit. I don't believe
D tier. D tier.
You need to get that snuggie and live your life, man. Oh.
Well, it won't be by eating Tootsie Rolls.
All right,
probably the biggest L you've had so far, man.
Shut up.
Look, you at this point, you're lucky that we're even weighing in your opinion after all the bullshit you pulled. This entire tier list, I've never had that.
And my candy is still on top.
D tier. At this point, I consider Skittles my achievement. This is my peak. I will sit on it. It's no longer your candy anymore. You're not worthy of it.
You get down there in D tier with frickin' Mary Jane's.
Heavy weighs the
Yes.
crown on the man with the based opinion.
All right, so Arson, where would you place it?
I would place Tootsie Rolls in A.
I would
I
as
think-
well.
I think I would pair them alongside. Well, I guess I'd put them like at the bottom of A. Like I feel like Tootsie Rolls are good on their own, but pair that with the Tootsie Roll Pop, it's just better.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. But however, we have to factor in his D. So where can we?
I don't
even
give a
put that?
shit. No, you will not do this to me.
Okay. How about this? You know what? I think it's S tier above Skittles.
I hate you all.
So that being said, I feel like that would be weighed right here. Is that good enough for you, Arson?
Yes, this is acceptable.
All right, so look, we all have little craps that we do not like on this tier list. This is the roughest tier list that we've made because there's been a lot of arguments on placements. But since I was fortunate enough to get candy corn in C, and since Grim was fortunate enough to get Skittles at number 1, I feel like we can give Arson a low A on Tootsie Rolls. That's the only way we can offset that.
This feels
That
like
is
such a
completely
minor
fair.
achievement.
All right, and we still have 4 more to go, guys, and we're a little over our mark, but the last episode usually goes a little long, so that's fine. The next one we have, or first of all, let me pose this question to you guys: left or right?
This isn't political, is it?
Oh dang! That was awesome. That got me, dude. That really did. No, if you consider Twix political, then I don't know what to tell you. But left or right when it comes to Twix, how about that?
I honestly don't even care either which way. I just rip the thing open and eat it like a starving animal.
You gotta admit they did pretty good with the commercials doing that. It's kind of funny that they did that, and now they have them marked like you could get a left only Twix or a right only Twix.
Mhm.
Like it's funny, you know. But I fell in love with Twix a while back. When I was married, and we'd get those. It was actually Halloween candy. They'd be like the mini Twix, and I don't know if you guys do this, but I would eat it in layers. Like I'd eat the chocolate off of it, then the caramel, and then I'd eat the cookie by itself. Like I that's the way. I don't know why. Like a lot of other candies, I won't do that with. Like with the Reese cup, I'll eat the chocolate off, and then I'll eat the chocolate off the top and bottom, and then I'll eat the peanut butter. But with Twix, that's how I do that, and like I love them. I love a Twix. They're really, really good.
I'm just gonna say it right now. They're better than Kit Kats.
I agree. I 100% agree. They are by far one of the most superior candy bars out there.
Delicious.
What?
Hey! Who asked you?
Get back in the basement.
Get the hell back down there, you son of a...
So, let's ask Graham, because we basically just threw Kit Kat into the wind, and basically I'm assuming Arson and I both say that it would be S tier in front of Kit Kat at least. So
Actually, Grim has never had Twix.
it gets funnier
This
every
meme
time.
will never die.
He won't let it. So, Graham, have you ever had Twix? I know you have, so go ahead and say yes.
Well, of course I had
Funny
Twix.
you should say that. Yeah, no, I've had Twix. Yeah, it's my favorite candy bar, honestly. Like,
Well-
I think it is better than Kit Kats.
This was on your list, right? You're the one that said Twix, I believe.
No, that was me.
Oh,
Or unless he also had it. Unless he also had it
No,
on his
I
list.
did not. I did not have
Okay.
Twix on my
Okay.
list.
It was mine.
So, would we all be in agreement that it would be a high S? Like,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
so where
will
would it
say-
be?
It would outrank
I will
Gummy
say
Bears.
this.
It would outrank Gummy Bears.
I
I have
agree.
to say it.
Outright gummy bears.
I agree.
Yep, I'm just gonna have to say it. It's 2-1, so the decision is final.
Look, in all honesty, I'd put it above Skittles, but you know, I'm gonna leave Skittles where it is because you know you guys chose that. But I believe it is by far one of the best candy bars that you can actually get on the market.
That is true. That is true. And just for that, yeah, I can agree. I do think it goes above gummy bears.
Okay. And like you can't look, how else can you get an enjoyment? And I know I don't have to push this any further. I mean, look, it's got chocolate, it's got caramel, it's got a freaking shortbread cookie. Like it's delicious. Like by itself, I wish they would serve the Twix cookies by themselves.
Yes! Yes!
Like,
oh, so do I.
Like,
I love the cookies.
Call it Twix naked or something. I don't care. Bring out the cookie by itself. That's why I like to split up the caramel off of it and then, you know, eat it like that because it is freaking great.
The decision alone will make them millions.
Right.
Have you guys ever had the like ice cream one?
Yes.
Where like they put ice cream inside the cookie?
Yes.
Oh, that one's so good. That's my favorite Twix.
Yeah. And I'm just saying that Twix cookie, man, is if they market it that, dude, I could not imagine a bigger money making opportunity than selling the Twix cookie by itself. I'm just saying. But yeah, that being said, I guess we all know how we feel about Twix. Yep. Pretty. Now, I will say this: they do have the peanut butter Twix. They're pretty good as well, but there's still nothing better than an original Twix. You know, peanut butter Twix are definitely not as good as an original Twix, and I do love the peanut butter. You know, but that being said, we got 3 left, guys. So the next one is traditional Twizzlers. So,
no.
Look, I do like a Twizzler. They're not bad, but they're not the thing I go after first. And if I do, let's face it, I go after the black licorice. You know, so I would either get
they're whatever. You kind of just chew on them.
Yeah,
that's really it.
Except for the rope ones, you can actually peel those off. They're the cherry ones, and those are my favorite Twizzlers to eat. Are the cherry flavored Twizzlers? Minus, you know, even that actually is above black licorice for me because I like other brands of black licorice better. But the cherry Twizzler pull and peel are my favorite.
Pull and peel. Did they get inspiration from like the mozzarella like cheese stick?
Probably. But to me, they're there. You know, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but they're just there for me. And what about you, Graham?
He's never
I
had.
mean, no. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Every
yeah. Ha ha
single
ha
one.
ha 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 ha.
Every single one.
To be fair, I think the next one he probably has never had. I think that's what I'm gonna say.
I'm not the craziest fan of Twizzlers. Like, if I had to choose, I mean, you could put it like somewhere between mid and low C tier. Like, they're not the worst thing ever, but I don't know. There's so much better, in my opinion. There's just so much better.
Yeah, I would say they're behind Nerds.
I agree. I was thinking the same thing.
There.
So Twizzlers go to the C tier, above the hardest gum in the world, but below the Tartus candy with the dye that. Never mind. We're not going to talk about that. All right. So that leaves us with 2 left. All right. The next one is a favorite of mine. I love these during the Halloween season. I probably eat more of them during the Halloween season than ever. I love to pop some of these candies in my mouth and just whittle away that chocolate to get to that center. And just like, I love the chew on it. And these are the chocolatey goodness that came from Hershey's Whoppers. And it's basically Hershey's presents
Whopper.
the malted milk balls.
Balls.
Balls. So
Benson's gonna drop his balls.
So I want to ask, and this is being serious. I'm not joking around because this is one that not a lot of people choose because, but you get a lot of these and because they always have them. They're very prominent in a lot of candy mixes with Hershey's because it's like one of those low tier Hershey candies that they want to mix in a bunch with the Halloween candy. So, Grim, honestly, have you ever had Whoppers?
Nope, I've seen them. They never interest me.
Okay, that I was
Dang.
thinking that.
That's
Yeah.
anticlimactic.
Well, and that's the thing is they're really good. Malted milk balls are really really good. They I don't know. Some people just don't give them a chance. Some people just don't like them, you know. But I do, and you know, for me, they would be ranked fairly high. But also, I got to look and see how many things I would get before it, you know, and that's why I'm basing this list off of is where would I place it, what would I get first, and with that, I got to say that it wouldn't be as high as I think it would. So, with that being said, what about you, Arson? What do you think of Whoppers and not Burger King?
Well, Ocean's worst, Ocean's most hated establishment aside,
Yeah,
I honestly think they're fine. Like, yeah, they're extremely underrated. Like, people don't really talk about them that much when it comes to a lot of the candy we talked about.
yeah,
They are there, but I honestly really like them.
I do too.
It's a
And
shame that they don't appear as much anymore.
yeah,
At least to me, I don't really see them as much. But they are good.
they've got
No.
a good flavor. And you know those ones that you get that are like chewier than the others, you know, because it like I don't know, some melts or something and it gets that malted milk ball to like it's just like a hollow center and it's all chewy. And I love those. Those are like the diamond in the rough. To me. And you know which ones I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would give it a solid mid to high B tier, to be honest. I would go higher, but there is a lot of candy that I would choose before it. Um, I would like to go like high B, but I'm happy anywhere from high to mid B, to be honest. So with that being said, where would you place it? What like
I'm going to say it. I say it dethrones peanut M&Ms.
you're my boy, man. That's what I'm talking about. I agree. I agree. King of B. You know, Whoppers.
That's another surprise B dethrone.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it is. Oh, I didn't
the
even think about
BDSM
that.
king is fallen again.
Again. Oh gosh. Well, all right. So that leaves our last one, guys, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to take very long to get through this one. Now this next one is always it's always intriguing to get the white packaged one that has the word mystery flavor on it, and they're good. In a sense that like it's always good to try that mystery flavor. You know that's not going to be nothing nasty, but I'm talking about none other than Airheads. And I do believe this was one of Arson's choices, right?
Yep. Honestly, kind of weird to be finishing the list with this. I thought it would have been like one of the front of the pack
Yeah.
that we would have gotten out of the way, but all right. I guess I can work with this.
So for me, Airheads, um, I don't. They have like a grainy taste to them, like not taste, but a grainy texture, and I can't always get down with that. Like it's like a mixture of like taffy with grainy ish, whatever. I don't know. How many times have you put an Airhead in your mouth and act like it's your tongue? I mean, seriously. But to me, I just can't get past there's a little bit of a grainy texture to it. I don't know if it's the way the sugar is in it, but it's just the way it is what it is. So I don't think it'd be super high for me, but it's not going to be super low either because I do enjoy a good Airhead. It's just something I don't always get. But I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say they're up there. Not quite A, but also, definitely not C.
Yeah. So just mid,
Yeah.
What about you, Grim? Have you ever had Airheads?
I've had them like twice, and I can say pretty confidently that I was not a fan of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just had some bad batches or what, but I just wasn't a fan.
No, I think that's
Like-
understandable. Like I know there's quite a bit of people that actually just don't like Airheads, and that's fine. Like with a lot of candies and different things, people just don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I just question it, I'm just like, well, it's just the way they are. It's the way their taste buds are.
I mean,
And
Airheads are
it is what
good.
it is.
It is. Airheads are good, but like I said, the texture is what gets me. And I don't mind it, sometimes. I don't know. To me, they're there, and I think that for me, I think a good placement for that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it'd be above Smarties but below Butterfinger. So right in that middle. Either that or right above Butterfinger, like smack dab in the middle.
Nice.
You agree with which one? Either one?
Yeah, either one.
All right, so here's what I'll do. I wouldn't mind putting it here, but
Just flip a coin.
Well, what I'm saying is with Grimm's lower opinion of them, we'll pull it down one spot. To make it to where it's. You know what? I could flip a coin. Hold on. Let me get one. For real, I got one right here. All right, heads, and it goes above Butterfingers, and tails, it goes behind for obvious reasons.
Let's hear the results, Two-Face.
It's tails.
Let the coin decide.
It's the bad head. So, all right, so that's where we're gonna place it, and that's where we end our tier list. So to go through this one final time with everybody, and I'll do it so Arson doesn't have to.
Oh, thank goodness.
In S tier, we're gonna go with Skittles leading the pack, and right behind it is Twix, Gummy Bears, Kit Kat, Reese's Pieces, Caramel Apple Pops, Starbursts, and Sour Patch Kids. Now at the top of A tier, we still do have an M&M at the top, but it is peanut butter M&Ms. Next to that is Jolly Ranchers, Snickers, Reese Cups, Sour Punch Straws, what is that? Tootsie Roll Pops, and then Tootsie Rolls. And then at the top of B, of course, we got a new BDSM king, and that is the Whoppers, which is kind of funny because, Whopper, Big Burger King is the king, so, hey. Anyways, we got Whoppers followed by peanut M&Ms, and then we've got Good and Plenty, followed by Three Musketeers, Butterfinger, Airheads, Smarties, Bit O' Honey, and Blow Pops. And then in C tier, we have Nerds, Twizzlers, Double Bubble Bubblegum. We have Warheads and Chicken Feed or candy corn. And then D tier, all in its lonesome, and it deserves it for my standings, is the candy Mary Jane's. And, that's fine. That could have been better for my parents, but for my generation and forward, that deserves to be in a garbage can. So that is our list. That is how we ended it. And I'll tell you what, if you guys have any say so whatsoever and you want to say something about this tier list, please make a comment and let us know. If you want to know more about our little little Mary band.
Barry.
Oh my gosh,
Barry.
bleep. A merry
Abba-dee.
of idiots. How about that? We have a Linktree link in our description below. Go check that out. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. If you agree or disagree with what we have on here, if you think that you could do a better tier list, then get your ass out here and do it, because I don't see you out here. But for real, if you think Reese Cups are unjustly placed, let us know. And for that, I want to thank you guys for sticking around for this whole tier list. I want to thank Arson and Grim. Well, Arson for participating, Grim for keeping the corner warm.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm kidding. I do want to thank you both. You guys had a lot of insights on the candies that you did have.
Look,
And-
I'm just saying. I was expecting this amount of arguing when you guys did the Star Trek stuff. So
Oh.
for Zombie and Raven, there you go. We gave you
Yeah.
an example of what to do next time.
we have got quite a lot of interesting, comments going on in this series of shorts. So look forward to the next one. And if it's anything to you guys, I love y'all. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday season. Merry Christmas and
Merry Halloween.
Merry Halloween. That's where we're gonna end that at. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great week. Well, until next time, guys. Later.
So whipped
Those
cream,
rules
anybody?
fucking suck.
Oh, come off it.
Oh, hold on. How about we do Snuggies and whipped cream?